Have you heard about the missing 411 cases? If you don't know, they're cases about people missing all across North America. And it all started because some of these missing people cases are just so bizarre. Like the one of Aaron Hutchins. Back in 2014, he went on a hunting trip back on the Montana mountains. He did this trip so often that he no longer needed a map because he felt that he knew the place like the back of his hand. And he was super proactive, so much so he would set up caches of different survival items like sleeping bag, boots, food, things of that nature in case anything happened out there. He decides to take two of his buddies on a hunting trip out there to the lake. Campfire Lake. They decided to bring a couple horses and a packing mule. Well, for the first couple days, everything was cool and smooth. They're having a good time. But on the third day, Aaron's shoes get soaked. So he goes, "Don't worry about it, guys. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to go to one of my caches up north. I'll be back really quickly." But after a couple hours pass and his friends don't see Aaron come back and don't hear from him at all, they get worried. So they call him up on the walkie-talkie. And on this particular walkie-talkie, when the other person talks, you can actually see their GPS location. When they reach out to Aaron, they see he's on the east side, a completely different direction than he was supposed to go. And he says, "My bad, guys. I got accidentally lost and turned around," which was weird because he's done this trip so many times and he was literally their tour guide. So how could he get turned around? But nonetheless, he says, "Don't worry about it, guys. I'll be back to camp soon. I know my way." But more time passes and Aaron still doesn't show up. And at this point, snow is starting to fall. They start to get really worried. So they go to where Aaron's last known location is out east. And they don't see anything but his boots. They obviously are worried. So they call the local authorities who do a wide search. And they can't find Aaron. It isn't until 2 months later that they find his clothes and backpack 11 miles away from camp. But that's all the clues that they would have until 2 years later when they find his partially decayed body 15 miles away from the original camp on this private ranch land by this shed that overviewed everything. And after some investigation, they could tell that it looked like he was trying to break in to get in for shelter. But the weirdest part is he had a water bottle right next to him that was completely full, like he never drank it. Follow for more stories like this.